Hello everyone, today we are filming a foundation first impression. If you follow my videos you know I have been sick. I still sound a little bit sick but I'm feeling so much better, so I thought today I would film this. I'm just going to clip my hair out of my way with my XO Beauty hair clips. The foundation we are going to be reviewing today, I'm actually really excited to try because I've seen and heard like quite good things about it, and I actually am quite a big fan of Clinique makeup. I love their 2-in-1 foundation. That's like one of my favorite foundations ever for like super full coverage. I love their skincare, like their moisturizers are really nice. I love their blushes, lip products, heaps of stuff. So I'm quite hyped about this. This is the Clinique Even Better Clinical Serum Foundation, SPF 20, so it sounds like something that should be what, like quite lightweight, quite nice for the daytime with the SPF. Allergy tested, 100% fragrance free. It comes in this really like interesting packaging. It's a very strange little like egg shape, and it does have a pump. Made in Belgium, which is random. I chose the shade CN 52 Neutral, and the formula here says dry combination to oily. The heck does that mean? That's like every skin type in one. Does that just mean it's for every, I don't know. Perfects and transforms, and the description says that the skin perfecting coverage of a foundation with the transforming power of a serum visibly restores skin instantly and over time with good for skin ingredients, vitamin C, salicylic acid, hyaluronic acid, and also provides sun protection, weightless, buildable full coverage. Okay, I was expecting it to be like really lightweight considering, you know, serum, or like light coverage, I guess. Second skin satin finish. It literally sounds like everything I could dream of. And also you can remove the pump, recycle the glass bottle, and recycle this too. The packaging is really cute. I love the box. It's so cute. So yeah, I'm really excited, especially after reading it, that buildable full coverage with a satin finish and weightless. Sounds like everything I could ever like dream of. And also the ingredients, hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, and salicylic acid, they are all ingredients I love to use in my skincare routine already, so I'm so excited. We will do our normal thing. We're gonna prime half of our face. I sound so nasally, I'm so sorry. I might have to like blow my nose today, but we'll see how it holds up. I might have to like touch up in some future updates because I will pop in with you guys as normal. Hi, if you're new here, subscribe to my channel if you want, but I usually put this on, show you how it goes on, and then we come back throughout the day every few hours just to see how it's looking. So if any touch-ups are needed, I will definitely do it with you guys. Today I'm going to take the Professional Hydrate Primer by Benefit, and I'm going to put this on this side of my face, which has slightly bigger pores. And I do already have like moisturizer, serum, and everything on my entire face, so that's just the one extra step on this side. We won't use any setting spray today though. Today's co-star wisdom, which is like an astrology app, it says approach yourself with curiosity, not fear. I don't really know how to comprehend that. How would you like comprehend that? What do you think that means? I don't really fear myself. Maybe it's like don't fear what you can do. And approach things with curiosity, like try new things, don't fear new things. I don't really know. Anyways, moving along to the review. So I'm just gonna give it a little shake. Sounds like it's got a little like shaker ball on the inside. Sounds quite fluidy. I'm gonna start on the unprimed side, and of course the pump's gonna need a little warm up. That was pretty much one full pump, I believe. I'll try again on the other side. And I'm just gonna use my Flawless Finish sponge today to blend it out. The color looks decent. The coverage is like really nice. I'm definitely gonna need more product for my big old face though. Put it over the veins on my eyelids and you can really see like how well that small amount of product covered up the redness. It does actually go further than I thought it would. Like it's spreading out all over that one side of my face. I use so much foundation, you guys. Like I usually go in with like 3 or 4 pumps straight away when I'm doing my foundation, and I put it down my neck and everything. So one pump to do half my face is decent. I'll probably like build it up a little bit just to see how it looks, but there's a little like side-by-side comparison. Straight away I'm loving the look of the finish and the coverage. So let's try building it up a little. We'll try doing like, let's just do another pump because we can put some on the other side. I just want to see how big a pump is. Yeah, so that is the pump. I've just let that run down my face a little bit while I took a thumbnail picture, just so you can see, like, you know, the consistency. It's definitely not like a serum. I thought the texture would be like a serum, but I guess the serum name is more like how it feels on the skin, like very weightless, and also like the products that are inside. Like, it's got nourishing ingredients. The texture itself is like a medium kind of like fluidy kind of texture. So I'm going to add the second layer and just see how it goes. Oh, that looks really pretty. We're getting like ridiculously full coverage at this point. I probably could have done with half the amount extra, but we'll just blend it out really well, and I'll put it down my neck, and I might just start blending it on the other side a little. The colour is pretty much perfect for me when I've got like a bit of fake tan on like I do today. This fake tan actually is a Tarte one I tried for the first time, and I'm not really that impressed because I put on like a lot and it's not very dark. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's good if you like natural, but I don't know. I feel like this is normally how my fake tan looks after like 3 days. You know what I mean? Like, I prefer something a bit darker. Anyways, back to the foundation. It's covering up like little pimply bits, like little red blemishes and things really well. It'll be good to see how it goes over this area right here. Down here I've got some texture at the moment because, like I said, I've been sick, so I wasn't using my chemical exfoliants as regularly because my skin was already really like dry and just like gross, and I didn't want to irritate my skin. So I've just been waiting till now to start using them again properly. So I've got a little bit extra congestion down here. It does not look bad though, like it hasn't dried and made it look super cakey or anything like that. Like, it still looks reasonably smooth as like that kind of area can be. And it dries down, like it says, like to a satin finish, almost matte. I think it's a really nice finish though. And normally I just like add like a glowy setting spray, but I won't do that today. But I will add lots of highlighter later. I'm gonna film my makeup today too, so if you guys like it, keep an eye out for my next video. So that is another whole pump. Let's just see how it goes over this redness. Like, straight away you can just see that coverage. Like, it's stunning. It's almost like the same coverage as the 2-in-1 Clinique foundation, if you guys liked that too, because I used to recommend that a lot on my channel. It's almost like the same kind of coverage, except this has extra benefits to it. And it doesn't feel as heavy, for sure. Like, it definitely feels lighter. Does it feel weightless? Like, I don't know. I guess I can't really feel it, so yeah. The coverage is really good considering how lightweight it is. Because I definitely have to say, like, the older I've gotten, the less I can deal with my face feeling like I've got a lot of makeup on. Like, I love going makeup free these days because I just love the feeling of like fresh skin. So the fact that this feels reasonably fresh is a good thing, you know? So that side was just one pump. Granted, I already did like my forehead, but covered everything I need to. I'm just gonna take like another little baby pump that was like a third. I'm just gonna run it across like where I get a bit red throughout the day, just so it's like even. Doesn't seem to be oxidizing either. I feel like it stayed pretty much the exact same shade. This whole time. I've taken a little while to blend that out. It doesn't actually take long to blend, I've just been like talking. Actually, that's another thing I should say. It was really easy to blend out. Like, you saw that for yourself, like just a few taps and it was golden. Oh, Zeus is angry. Louis, leave him alone. He'll be trying to take his bed. So yeah, I've got this little irritated like breakout kind of situation here. Once again, skincare has not been on point while I've been sick, and it covered it really well. I can just kind of see where it is because it's like, you know, raised on my face, but it definitely neutralized the redness so well. So I feel like if you do have acne, this is quite a nice formula to sit on top, and once again it doesn't feel really heavy, so that's good. I am going to pop on concealer and powder with you guys quickly. So do I do a really nice bright under eye today? I guess so. I'm lazy and I just grabbed this off the desktop, and this is like my no fake tan shade. This is the Too Faced Born This Way in Swan, but we're just going to use a really small amount. I feel like the foundation gave a little bit of coverage under the eyes, but I just need that little bit of brightening, so hopefully this works well. And let's just do like a tiny bit, just like this. Not too much, I don't want to alter the foundation too much, but concealer blends out real easy on top. There we go. magic. Looks pretty good. Under the eyes, I'm going to use this Pat McGrath Labs Light Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder. I feel like it's so freestyle. Before I set my, face, let's zoom you in the dark, which is the best opportunity for you guys to see the texture of my face. Look, it looks really very smooth in my opinion. And to be honest, normally my skin would look smoother than this to start with. Wait, not smoother than this, but like my skin right now is a little bit more textured than normal. So the fact that it's made it look this smooth, that makes more sense. Like, amazing. The only thing I can see right off the bat is little wrinkle action. It's sunk in a little bit. So I will just smooth that out before I set, and I will keep an eye out on how it goes throughout the day, because maybe it's not good for fine lines. I don't know. We'll find out. Let me just brighten this up for you real quick so you can see how it looks like in some more accurate lighting. I am still, like, my brain is still sick. I don't know, like, my body's starting to come right, but I'm still, like, out of it. Like, I'm just, like, so tired. I look really orange in this lighting. I promise it's the lighting. In real life, I'm not this orange. It's just, like, the color balance of my camera right now. I swear. You can see, like, a few little, like, congested spots, but it still looks so smooth, so I'm happy. And it covered my freckles pretty well as well on my nose. Look how perfect my face looks compared to my chest. Like, that says it all. Like, crazy. To the touch, it feels almost completely set. It's like ever so slightly a little bit sticky. It doesn't really transfer very much at all. That was a very gentle touch, but it does not feel wet. So you could definitely get away with this one without setting it, but I will set it just with a little bit of powder, just my normal like MAC Studio fix. The powder has barely even changed the finish of the foundation. There we go, that colour balance is more accurate now. It's, yeah, just mattified it slightly, but at the same time, it almost looks the exact same. Like, if I set this with some setting spray right now, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference with the finish. So, yeah, the finish is really nice and good hold to it too. I've already got foundation all over the cap, but it's like a shiny finish, so you could easily clean it. I need to add something to my chest now, because yeah, the face just looks too perfect and a little tiny bit darker than my fake tan. Like, this would be perfect if my fake tan was actually like the color it was, like, I wanted it to be. I'm just going to add some of the Soul Body Rosé Glow. This is like a glow oil. I'm just going to smack some of that on. I'm playing with fire right now with this white tank top. I just flashed a titty, but you can't see. Thank goodness. That helped, I think. Just match the color a little bit better. And by the time I put some highlighter on my face and everything, we should be good to go. So I'll quickly do a flash test and overlay it just because it is SPF 20. To be honest, I don't think the flashback is that bad at all. Honestly, like, I really like the way it looks. I think it looks smooth. So that's that. You guys can judge it for yourself. I've got like 3 photos of it. So we are gonna continue with the day. It's 10 a.m. and I will be back in a few hours and I'll show you how it's looking with a full face of makeup, and yeah, we'll just see how it wears throughout the day. Fingers crossed it stays flawless, because if it does, I definitely think this is a really nice everyday foundation, especially if you do still like a decent coverage. Talk soon. Hello, so it's only been on for a couple of hours. It's actually been on longer than I originally thought. It's just gone 12:05. I have really been mucking around today. I've been making like TikToks and taking pictures and stuff. Anyway, here is how the makeup's looking, and the lighting is so bad right now. So if this looks good right now, then you know it looks good like in real life, because everything just looks trash. Anyways, don't even comment on my makeup. I tried the reverse cat eye trend and I don't know how to feel about it, okay? Don't know. I feel like a lot of people are gonna like my new video, you know, that's next, where I do this makeup because I had like an internal meltdown kind of situation where I was just like, what is happening to my makeup today? Anyway, so keep an eye out for that for my next video, but this is the foundation so far. I have no complaints. You can see a little bit this wrinkle, barely. It's not gotten worse. Like, setting it definitely helped it compared to, you know, how like, you know, before I set it, it sunk in quite a bit. Once I blended it again and then set it straight away, it's kind of just stayed the same. It doesn't look too bad. So that's good. and yeah, everything else looks bomb. Everything blended on top like a dream. There was no issues with patchiness or products going on strange or anything like that, because some foundations do that, which is really weird, but anyway, that one didn't. I even used a slightly cream blush on my cheekbones and it went on stunning. I'm just really happy really with my base today. I think it looks good. I will keep an eye on it throughout the day though, because I can kind of see, you know, where that congestion is and like in between my brows a little bit. On camera you can see it a little bit. We'll see if it gets worse. Other than that though, straight away first impression, I'm loving it so far. Let's see if the opinion changes in a few hours. Alright guys, so I've been blowing my nose, I've been eating. You can see my lipstick's kind of gone. I'm just gonna add a little bit, because otherwise I feel like if my lipstick doesn't look good, everything starts to look a little bit compromised and it's harder to actually look at the base if it's like terrible makeup as well, you know. So around my nose, I've blown my nose 3 times because it is so runny. And actually, look at that, it's pretty much stayed put. I would say that it is a really good wearing foundation, like if you're touching your face. Honestly, look, it's faded ever so slightly. So all I'm going to do is just take my sponge with literally a speck. The pump's reasonably easy to control. I'm just gonna add some on top and let you know how it blends over the top of the existing foundation. It seems to be working really well. One thing I have to say, I did take some photos on my phone of studio lighting and artificial lighting, and I'll overlay them. You can tell which is which. The studio lighting is much more like contrast and the natural lighting looks more natural. I also took a photo on my back camera and you can see like all the texture and everything, and that picks up more detail than what I freaking see in the mirror, so keep that in mind. You can see every bit of like congestion and fine lines and all that stuff, but it still looks really nice in my opinion. But you can see it like slightly looked like it was melting a little bit around the nostrils, so we'll watch out for that again, although I'm probably gonna have to wash my nose, wash my nose? What? Blow my nose again. Other than that, it's not faded down here, which is where I would fade first. I feel like it's come off a little bit just here. I've had headphones on, editing and everything, so that's the only change. It looks really smooth still. It looks slightly oily on the top of my forehead, but I'm not gonna try mattifying that right now. I might try mattifying it later on in the day. By the way, I should probably tell you the time. It is 3, so just under 5 hours, right? I think. So I'll come back in a few more hours and let's see how it goes. Hello everyone, it's 6 p.m. now, so 8 hours wear, which is a very decent amount of time. I cannot wait to remove my eye makeup. Seriously, I'm so torn on this eye makeup. I've put up a TikTok and people are like, literally heaps of people are like, I freaking love it, and then heaps of people are like, it's okay, but I don't think it's like great and I wouldn't wear it. Like, no one's being mean, but like you either like it or don't like it. Anyways, onto the makeup. So I definitely feel like you can see my natural oils coming through on my forehead. Okay, ow, just hit my elbow. Like I mentioned earlier, it's actually not gotten worse whatsoever on the fine lines at all, like whatsoever. Look at that, like it literally looks the same. My forehead just looks a little bit more glossy with the natural oils. Today definitely wasn't an overly hot day or anything like that. It was kind of cold, so it's not sweat, it's just natural oils or the formula or something like that probably. But it still looks really matte like on my nose, which is weird because usually like if this area was a little bit oilier, my nose would look a little bit oilier. But hey, I don't think it's sunk in to any texture, any pores or anything like that on either side of my nose, where, you know, that would normally kind of happen. If I zoom you in, like it looks very smooth. It hasn't really melted or anything much around my nostrils. That's kind of like what it looked like earlier when I said, you know, before I touched up. That's about as bad as it was, so it kind of just stays like that. It doesn't look worse over congestion down here, it's just kind of stayed the same. I would say it's ever so slightly starting to fade on my jaw, like a little bit of pink's kind of starting to show through, but it's still really good coverage. Like I would happily go out and about like this. I don't think I'm going to touch up the shininess just yet. I might just see how it looks during my next update. I'm going to try and wear this till about 10 p.m, so it's a full 12 hours, but so far 8 hours, really good, like super good. I'm really happy with this, and I even think, you know, if I had my eye makeup a bit different and my lipstick on nicer, I'd be like wrapped. Like I feel flawless still. It's just like the eye makeup's a bit, ooh. But yeah, so far so good. It's really comfortable. I don't feel like I've got a lot of heavy stuff on my face, which is really nice. It's just the lashes, and I keep like itching my eye and like getting black eyeliner on my nail. I'm like, ugh, I really want to take this off, but we will persevere. Hello everyone. My lipstick once again looking like a hot mess. My eye makeup, cannot wait to take it off, honestly. It is 10 past 10, so 12 hours roundabout. The forehead is still looking glossy, but the wrinkles do not look bad whatsoever. It's not really melted much more around my nostrils, maybe the tiniest amount. I don't think it's faded anymore. I don't think it's gripped anymore. I literally feel like it looks almost the same. I would just say it's a bit shinier here and around the nostrils. Like, that's the only difference in 12 hours. I mean, it wore perfectly for like 6, and then the next 6 still looked pretty amazing. Out of interest, I'm just gonna take a little bit of powder and let's see how it looks when I just mattify. Out of interest, you know, if you're out and about and you just want to take some powder with you, or if you're a little bit oily than me, how's it gonna look? There you go. Looks perfectly fine. Overall, I really like it. I think if you loved the last one that I recommended, the 2-in-1 one, I think you're gonna love this one too. And it's got extra benefits, but yeah, once again, it has a really, really beautiful coverage and everything. Very similar. I feel like it's a similar look to that one, but lighter. Like, it feels lighter and less heavy, you know, which is nice. Overall, I do recommend it. I will link it down below for you guys in a few different countries. I'll be using this again. I really liked it, and yeah, the color looks really nice. And now as well, like, you know, you can see with the stuff I put on my chest and everything, it all matches pretty nicely. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know which foundation you would like me to review next, if there's a specific one, because I really want to do more of these again. I used to love filming these all the time. I'll list a few of my recent ones down below. I've done a really expensive Bobbi Brown one. I did some others as well, like the L'Oreal powder one. So those will be linked down below, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!